Guys, this is the last one. For some of you, this is good news. For me, it is too. A lot has happened since the last update, which I immediately ended quite abruptly. To make things easier, I'll pick things up from where I left off. Sloan's walkie-talkie continued to crackle after she slumped over on the ground, but no more words came through. I took out my phone and called Jim. Sean, hey, what happened? I just killed 2 of them, and one of them's out cold, I said shakily. Fuck, what did you do that for? I didn't have a choice. They jumped me, man. But that's not why I called. Tell Liz that Whitfield's on the way. The fuck? What? Just tell her. And how's Kowalski doing? Alright, considering he's, tied up. Okay. Stay put. I'm going to see if I can find McKellen. I unplugged the phone and put it in my pocket, strafing around the house with eyes scanning for any sign of McKellen.
Sloan!
Someone called from somewhere to my left. Must be McKellen. I remained silent and looked around for the source of his voice. Hold on. Something's coming through the radio. I estimate that we will be there within 15 minutes, Whitfield said curtly through Sloan's radio. Over. Fuck.
Sloan! You alright?
I sprinted across the backyard, and I crashed behind a bird fountain.
Sloan! Hello?
I could hear his voice getting closer. Finally, I could see him nervously inching closer to me. I stood up to move, and his eyes locked onto mine. He drew his pistol and fired. The bird whirred right by my shoulder. I ran cocking the shotgun and firing it in McKellen's direction. Fuck, I missed, and he came running at me. I cocked my gun again and fired. Only a few balls of birdshot landed in his left arm.
Fuck. Stop running, you fucker.
Get out of here. I know what you're trying to do here.
Oh yeah? What will you do about it? Kill me? Kill friggin' Whitfield? Good luck with that one, pal. What are you gonna do to Sloan?
I knocked her unconscious, but alive. At least until you put down the fucking gun.
You're one to talk. Drop it.
I lowered my gun and he lowered his.
You're treading on thin ice, prick. If you don't stop, you're gonna have to face Whitfield the flesh. You'll find he's an understanding with me. Now, where are Maloney and Schmidt? Kowalski?
Big guys? Dead. Kowalski too. I'm sorry, they drew on me.
God. How do I know you're telling the truth?
I know where 013 is, but I won't tell you because I know what's going on in that place. I read the transcript of the first couple of days of 013 and how long she was.
You get that?
She was in there since freaking 2014. And besides, she put it on that bullshit emergency alert message. If I had to guess, she would put there and discredit you guys.
Whatever you read, you have to believe me. 013 is, much dangerous, okay?
Well, it's not like you aren't.
Look, kid, put your gun down. I won't hurt you, but you need to let me know where 013 is.
I'm not dropping my gun, but she's in there. I pointed at my dead neighbor's house.
For real? You're not playing me.
No, I'm being honest.
Okay. Alright, now I'm trusting you here.
Be careful, man. I nodded.
I know what I'm doing.
But while his back was turned, I quietly started backing away.
You know what? I'm not gonna turn my back on a guy with a gun in his hands. Why don't you put that stuff down, huh?
Okay. I said dropping the shotgun.
Thank you. Now, stay put so I don't have to do something rash.
Yeah. I said, continuing to back up.
A car.
I I listened for the noise in question, and I found tires on gravel. I turned around and saw a small car pulling into the driveway, 3 houses down from my house.
Look, that's probably Whitfield. I advise you to act on your best behavior, kid, else you're gonna have a bad time.
McCullen, said a man in the passenger seat of the car as he opened his door. Who's this kid?
Civilian. Killed the others, except Sloan.
Oh, fucking Christ. McCullen, you're not cuffing him? What's going on here? Whitfield asked, exiting the vehicle. I studied Jones and Whitfield. Whitfield was tall, with long gray hair and a slightly wrinkled face. Jones was tall as well, with short cropped hair and a strong jaw. He's saying this kid killed the others, boss.
Listen, he says 013's hiding over here, pointing at the house.
Whitfield closes his eyes, focusing. It seemed on something. No, he said. What?
You're lying.
No, I swear. Yes, you are. I can sense her from the distance. And she's in there, pointing at my house. Well, I thought she was in the other one.
McClan, Jones, Whitfield?
Sloan, I thought. Fuck. Jones ran off towards Sloan's cries, and Whitfield and McCullen turned to face me.
So, this kid says he knows about you.
Does he? Well, something will have to be done, won't it? Give me his gun.
Sir?
Yes, McCullen. Now give me his gun. We don't have all day. The sweepers will be here soon to wipe out the town. The copies will be placed shortly, therefore. Now give me that gun.
Sir, he may be of some assistance, with the cloning.
He knows too much to live. Pick it up and give it to me. McCullen swallowed hard and bent over to pick up the gun. He grasped it with his hands and stood straight up again. With a crash, my living room window exploded across the street, bursting into a million tiny fragments and sending long jetted blades until the soaring through the air. One sliced through McCullen's neck, bringing him to his knees, and then to his stomach as blood spurted from the cut. After it lodged itself firmly into Whitfield's back. Well, Whitfield said as McCullen just dribbled onto the ground. That's unfortunate. I bent down, prying my gun from McCullen's hands, and trying to ignore the gurgling and aimed it at Whitfield. I pulled the trigger. A burst shot erupted through his body. You insufferable child, he cried, turning to face my house as he pulled the glass out of his back. Escaping the lab will be the last thing you ever did. He turned to me. Why don't you give me that gun? The bullet holes in his body were beginning to cover themselves. I fired again, and this time face met lead. Skin gone, giving away bone and muscles. Give me that gun, you fuck. Beckoned the gun towards him, and I left my hands. Now, boy, you will meet your literal maker. He cocked his gun and prepared to fire. 013 ran out of my doorway before the door hit the wall and reached out for a telephone pole. It unrooted itself and went flying at Whitfield. It cracked over his head and he fell to the ground in 2 pieces. He moved the barrel of his gun away from me and fired at 013. Liz fell to the pavement in tatters. Fuck! You asshole! What? Did you really think you were going to win? You along with, I guess, your brother? And a runaway freak? Please, we have more power than you ever could dream of. And you owe everything you have, ironically, to us. We are responsible for your creation. Every single one of you. All using the same original entity as a base. Even I owe everything to the immeasurable 000. I reached for my kitchen knife and found it in my pocket. I grasped it with a reverse grip and ran blindly forward. Do you understand? Pushing me onto the ground with his mind. This story has no happy ending. He took my knife and threw it over his shoulder, blood still pouring out of the holes from his head. I could kill you now, but I want you to see what I mean. You'll see the sweepers come through. You'll see how they erase the town completely. It will be as though it never existed. And then, a week or so later, the clones will take over. Nobody would know the difference. I tried to sit up, but he kicked me in the chest and sent me onto my back. Goodbye, Sean. You will not be missed. Jones, get Stallone, and let's get out of here. The deed is done. I stood up only when their car was leaving the block. I limped towards my house, stepping over Liz's lifeless body and knocking on the basement door. Jim, get the dogs. We need to leave. People were starting to leave their homes when we left. I advised them to evacuate. Many of them did. The others, as of me writing this, are probably mostly dead or imprisoned. We've been on the road since we left. We managed to get into the next state so far. We took the dogs and other necessary items with a few small luxuries and stuff. We're totally messed up from what happened. And we haven't mentioned Liz since leaving. There won't be any more updates after this one. This is the last one. Thank you all for staying with me through this. I know it fell apart towards the end, but it is what it is. I don't know what comes next, but it won't be easy. The alert was finally taken off my phone for a while, that is. While sitting in a Wendy's parking lot, waiting for Jim to get back, I received another alert. This one was different, to say the least.
Emergency alert. I am informally issuing an emergency of the following counties. Withheld. Citizens should be wary of all government officials. The town will be swept for survivors with clear memories of recent events. Nobody is safe here. I advise you to leave the place as soon as you can. Do not talk to any police officers, and their uniforms are marked MEW. They are not police officers. Effective indefinitely. Do not go to Withheld County. It is not safe there.
Guys, I just got out to use the bathroom. When I got back, there were a full box of Fitmins in the back seat.